we are going to ignore the fact that I should be taking a nap right now. But I've been wanting to do this for like 2 weeks now, so we need to get it done, and I'm really excited. This box has all of my seeds in it, all of my seed starting stuff. I was not 100% sure if I was gonna do a garden because I was overwhelmed with all of the things. I can't not do a garden, let's be real. So we're gonna go through the seeds. We have got a late start. It is February. This should have been done in December. We're gonna go through all the seeds. I printed off my lovely garden planner that has monthly planners, garden layout, when you start your seeds, so much stuff. I will link this down below. It is super helpful when planning your garden. But we're gonna plant the garden today. We are gonna go buy some seeds today. Let's get started. I should introduce myself if you do not know me yet. Hi, hello, I am Amber from the blog 1898mama.com. Print off the garden planner. Let's do this together. Go grab your seeds. Come see what I'm gonna do. This box is a mess. I have not touched it since I planted seeds last year. So this box is gonna be a mess. Maybe we'll get the ambition to organize the seeds this year. I'm gonna say probably not. That's probably a future Amber problem. I still have my seed starting plans from last year right here that I didn't even finish because I was tired. Goodness gracious. I'm already overwhelmed with this mess.
Keep coming back, still saying we're not like that. Come on, baby, drive me insane, leave me burning. If this is the end, promise me that it's worth it. I know it's getting late, but I wanna stay anyway. Come on, baby, lie with me till the morning. Love me like you do, and I'll forget that we're broken. I know it's getting late, but I wanna stay anyway. Stay anyway. We never put a label on it, didn't talk about us, so it's only now when it's over. You can't let me go. I think you really need me to, but never.
The very first thing that I need to do is I need to figure out my average last frost date, which for me is May 15th. And from here, what I like to do is first of all, normally I would make a list of all the things that I want to plant in my garden, but since I still have mine from last year, I don't have to do that. So if you're doing this for your first year, you're gonna wanna make a list of all the things that your family eats, what you want grown in your garden. Are you using it for fresh eating? Are you using it for preserving? All those things. So since I already have my list, I don't have to do this. I can go through my list and see how many more seeds I need to order. So once you have your list, following years are much easier. Now after I have my list, what I like to do is I'll look at my last frost date, and then I'll look and see what can be put into the ground, like the cold hardy plants. So like broccoli or peas or spinach, kale, that kind of stuff. Those are gonna be what I'm working with first. And then I also need to see what take the longest to start from seeds. So for me, onions are my longest seed starting. So I'll look on the packet and just look at the directions and see how far ahead of my last frost date I need to plant these. So onions are 8 weeks ahead of planting So literally all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Google 8 weeks, what is 8 weeks ahead of May 15th? So March 20th is when I need to start my onion seeds. So since I know that these are my first seeds that I'm starting, I'm gonna grab my monthly planner, which is just the calendar, and I'm gonna start it at March.
Said it out loud. Come on, baby, drive me insane. Leave me.
And on the side of when I need to do it, I'm just gonna write 8 weeks ahead, because then from here on out I can do 7 weeks, 6 weeks, 5 weeks, and so on. Now as I write start onions on here, I see that I only have 1 packet of onions. And this is pretty old. I've had this for a few years, so I'm gonna actually order more onions, so I need to write that down. Definitely adding a notes page to this. I don't know what I did last year. Actually, now that I think of this and I'm looking at my list, I do want to do some more lavender plants, some asparagus plants, and some echinacea. So I need to look at those and see when those need to be started, because I think those are beforehand. And also things like we've got carrots, beets, radishes. Those I'm not really gonna put in because that's just when the ground's workable. And actually, I just got an idea. I'm gonna show you outside in a minute. We have got basically no snow. It has been an insane winter. I'm guaranteeing that the top little bit is workable. I'm gonna check that out later today or tomorrow, and I might just do an experiment. Okay, so yeah, lavender, you should start seeds indoors in late winter. Sprinkle on moist paper towel, hold in fridge for 30 to 40 days. Seeds will sprout, can be placed into pots and grown indoors until planting outdoors after last frost day. So I'm gonna leave this to the side because I'm gonna do that today. And on the echinacea, and I actually wanna do feverfew flowers as well. It doesn't say when exactly to start them as far as like inside, so I'm gonna have to Google that. But then marigolds, I need to start 6 to 8 weeks before last frost, so I'm also gonna start marigolds this week. And I'm just gonna put it on the 21st because these boxes are small, but if I start onions on the 20th as well as marigolds, not a big deal. I mean, it's just there. And I do need to buy more of those. And now the baby's awake. So that was a good 45 minutes.
If this is the end, promise me that it's worth it. I know it's getting late, but I wanna stay anyway. Come on, baby, lie with me till the morning. Love me like you do, and I forget.
things are starting to get a little bit wild with him being awake. We're gonna have to take a break, but I've got the planning of which seeds done. But I still need to do the garden layout and a little bit more dreaming. I've got what needs to happen which week. And I'm actually gonna push the limits this year a little bit because the last few years, I feel like I could have went earlier. So unless something changes, I'm gonna go a few weeks ahead of time and see what happens. But I've also planned it in here a little bit of succession planning with the seeds. So I'll start tomatoes 1 week and then 2 more weeks I'll start again, just in case it fails. So that way I'm not out completely if there is a frost that kills them off. Down here I've also got my top priorities. I need a new fence around my garden. We have an electric fence up now. That didn't work last year. And normally I actually have garden planted in the fall, but this fall I totally skipped it, and cows and sheep have been able to go in the garden as they please and have just been where'd it go? They've just been able to do what they do all winter long, cleaning up the mess from last year's garden, doing their stuff. Now I also have a few other notes here. As you can see, I want to plant strawberry beds and I need some more raspberry bushes. I've got a few now. I want some along the edge of the house to catch the rainwater. I also have notes on the next month of succession planning. Every week I will do carrots, that kind of stuff. Carrots, broccoli, whatever. And then for May, I'm actually leaving it mostly empty because I don't know what's gonna happen this year. Here I also have a plant tracker. I will show you the one that I did last year. I have how many I did, when I started it indoors, and then when it sprouted. Some of them, not all of them, I have when I transplanted or direct sowed right into the garden. Now later, it won't probably not get done today, but I am also going to plan out the garden where I want things and do a little bit more dreaming there. So hopefully this inspires you to figure out what you want going on in your 2024 garden, or 2025 if you're happening to watch this the following year. If you are interested in getting my garden planning printable, go ahead and hit the link down below, and then you can just put in your email address and I'll just email it right to you. Being able to plan your garden is the perfect activity right now when typically you were stuck inside and dreaming about being outside. So get to planning your garden. Let's feed your families homegrown food, and I will see you for next week's video.